And behind me, you can see where the northwest part of the building collapsed. This happened yesterday, and crews have been here for over 12 hours now. A fuel tank exploded here this morning. Right behind me, you can see where the top blew off. But it's hard not to imagine, had the Lockport Fire Department not been right next door to the incident, how different the outcome could have been. When TSA agents weren't getting paid for nearly 2 months, the community didn't wait. It's a beautiful day out here. We are at Huff Hills for hot dogs and handrails. As voters head to the polls this year in North Dakota, they'll be greeted with a Midwestern familiar phrase, "You betcha." And we're off. Thousands behind me are wobbling and gobbling at this year's turkey trot. Starting today, the special session will begin in Bismarck, focused on $199 million in rural health funding. Right now, it is currently 6:31 a.m. the next morning. Crews have been here working endlessly to put out the flames, and currently they are still here working and will be here for the next several hours. Cold, ice, warm community, that's curling in North Dakota. And here at the Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library, this walking loop gives visitors a chance to experience the same Badlands landscape. I'm here for the hot dogs. I'm not sure about the handrails. Over 1,900 people decided to vote early. That's at the Bismarck Event Center where we are currently. This is a weekly tradition here in North Dakota that brings generations of newcomers and competitors alike. That was absolutely incredible. More than a month into the partial government shutdown, long lines are building up at airports around the country. And rising gas prices continue to be a concern for many, and a new study shows that 2 of our cities are 2 of the least stressful places to live in the entire country. It's investigating another federal agent-involved shooting, this time in Portland, Oregon. I want to talk about the text messages we had this morning.
Oh my gosh.
So Andre and I, as you can see, are matching and coordinating colors. But Tyler here, he's got his purple on. November is the real fight, so what changes are in place for your campaign now? Welcome back. It is 6:18 on your Tuesday morning. Oh, seriously, can we keep her here? A new Chick-fil-A, that is some exciting stuff. Well, phonograph records span more than 100 years, and they've made a comeback. I feel like we worked hard enough during the winter that we deserve the sunshine this time of the year. Happy Independence Day, everybody. Happy 4th of July. You've traveled all over the country so far. If you can, you don't have to, but tell me, what is your favorite state you've traveled to so far? You don't have to say North Dakota. We'll be okay.
Favorite state, I'm going to go ahead and say Montana.
Oh, okay.
Montana's
This was a disability-friendly apartment building, and since the fire, residents have been living in other places. With many not being able to access the medical equipment and supplies they depend on every single day.
That goes for catheters, that goes for enemas in the morning, that goes for my medications, my AFOs, my compression socks, my bed that elevates up the head and foot for my swelling, my shoes. I can't wear normal shoes without it wrecking the back of my heels.
Snyder became a paraplegic in 2021 after a rollover crash. Following the incident, her mom helped her find an apartment that would make life more accessible for her and her wheelchair. Alberta Heights provided some of those necessities.
Wider door frames, a sink without the cabinets beneath it.
Now there are still questions about whether residents' belongings can even be recovered. Since the fire, Snyder says the American Red Cross has been a major resource for displaced residents, helping provide daily essentials many people don't think twice about.
The American Red Cross was there, and without them, I would have been homeless. I had nowhere to go. My mom's house is unfortunately inaccessible, and so I'm very grateful to them for providing almost everything you see behind me, as far as toiletries, drinks, food, clothes.
One BSc student who lived in the building for the last few years says for her, important documents were also left inside.
I don't have my social security, my citizenship, my passport. Like, we don't have nothing except a phone.
Since then, she has been at Century Baptist Church, trying to gather essential items for herself and her family.
I got some clothes for me, and then I got some clothes for my mom. My brother, I didn't know his size, so I didn't get. I got some tissues and like body wash, some snacks, some like stuff I need for my like morning bath and everything, and like more sauce and snacks and toothpaste, and then juice and water.
Another resident also says she left without something she depends on, her oxygen.
But oxygen, which she didn't, of course, have with me at all. And so they did help with that. But yeah, that was another thing that was missing.
Snyder says she worries about how people will recover what they lost.
I was most concerned about obviously the people in the Northwest that had completely had their places destroyed. The other people have to completely restart their lives. And a lot of these people, they're on low income, they're on benefits like Medicaid, housing, disability. While the results of the Alberta Heights apartment fire have been devastating, everyone was able to evacuate safely.
Medora is no stranger to summer crowds, but this week feels different. President Donald Trump's visit has this western North Dakota town in the national spotlight.
I'm going to give it my best shot. I have no idea where the proper shuttle is, but I'm going to get there.
Long before the ceremony began, many people got there early, like Tim Melby.
I've been up since 3:30 this morning, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling younger than I really am.
Visitors stood in long lines as they waited to catch a bus to the Burning Hills Amphitheater. People were in town to greet President Donald Trump, who rode the train to help dedicate the new Theodore Roosevelt Presidential Library.
Well, we've been to Medora many times, but you don't get a chance to come down for the opening of the Theodore Roosevelt Library.
Some visitors in the crowd traveled thousands of miles.
We've got our son and daughter-in-law and family here from Costa Rica, so we're just down here.
One couple made the trip from Florida. Even after buying a ticket to the ceremony, they were nervous about getting in.
And we drove out there this morning, and the lady says, we tried to get in the first parking lot. She says, go to the second one, you can park there. We went there, an officer stopped us and asked if I'm a VIP, like a senator or a representative.
We couldn't make it.
Kicked us out, so we drove back to our hotel, and now we're walking down there. I don't know if we'll get in or not.
Wednesday was the first time that President Trump returned to North Dakota since being elected a second term.
So excited. This is my first time to see a president, and such a remarkable president. Everything, the whole town is decorated beautifully. Everybody's into the spirit. It's wonderful.
For many, the dedication ceremony was the kickoff to many days of celebration.
TR once put it, freedom is not a gift that lasts long in the hands of cowards. How about that?
Others say the day's events made the experience even more special.
And then the president and all the other dignitaries, it's a big deal. It probably won't happen again in Medora, not in my lifetime.
The excitement stretched beyond the ceremony itself, with many reflecting on the country's milestone and what it represents.
I think it's remarkable that this country's lasted 250 years, and I'm proud to be an American, and for many reasons, and this is a God-blessed place. North Dakota's a God-blessed place.
Oh, just the chance to really celebrate what America is. I mean, we have a great country.
And even the Rough Riders felt excited.
So then about a week and a half ago, they were like, yeah, it's on. We want the Rough Riders to escort the president. After that, it was like, guys, we got to have matching outfits now, and we got to look sharp.
Whether they came for the library, Theodore Roosevelt, or simply to experience the atmosphere, visitors say this is a special moment for North Dakota's history.
I think we should be extremely proud of the fact that, we're making it to our 250th, and we're an incredible country. We're a blessed country.
Pray we can get to another 250 more.
Absolutely.
This was the first of many more patriotic days in Medora heading into the 4th of July.
Concerned about what's happening in America, and we feel like no one is stepping up.
One resident says law enforcement has a job to do and stresses the responsibility of doing it right.
I really think that we need to hold, those people in law enforcement positions to a higher standard. You're coming into our communities to do your job. You have to do your job the right way. And I don't think that's a big ask.
Following the death of Renee Good, another shooting took place in Minnesota. According to authorities, a Venezuelan migrant who was in the country illegally was shot by an ICE agent outside his home. The Department of Homeland Security says the agent fired in self-defense after being attacked with a shovel and a broom by the migrant and 2 others. That investigation is still ongoing. One woman in a recent protest questions what comes next for people who have been living and working in the country for decades.
President Trump has the House and the Senate. The border is closed. Now would be a really good time to figure out a way for the people that have been here for 20 and 30 years to become citizens.
Congresswoman Fedorchak says the Trump administration has made incredible progress securing the border.
The border is closed. We don't have any illegals coming across our border today. That is a monumental change. If that had been the policy of the Biden administration, we wouldn't be seeing what we're seeing in America.
Balaz also praises the Trump administration on immigration efforts, but stresses the need for law enforcement to have support from the community.
They come to work every single day wanting to do exactly right and earn the trust of the American people and the people that they serve in the local, in the state, and the federal service. So how do they keep earning that trust? They keep doing it. But there's also something else. There's a piece of trust that you got to give to start with, and that is what we call noble intent.
Balaz adds that staying informed and being involved is key. The more you know, the better you can make decisions. You're the first one to cross the finish line. How does that feel?
It feels awesome. Coming off a good cross-country season, just to come out and run a hometown 5K, it's fun.
It was pretty good. I was kind of slacking over the summer, so it was a lot more difficult than I thought. Yeah.
Was it hard to run in your outfit today?
It kept me warm. I'd rather be warm than uncomfortable.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I like the sign too.
Thanks.
I had to give it a try. It was a beautiful day out here in Huff. Got the whole slope to myself now. In Huff with KX News, I'm Amber French. She was great. I would have loved having her as a coach, so it's good working with her.
We're gonna stand here and do it. Ready?
Until it went in another direction. Oh.